That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Break. 54. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put the grip.
Now Chubb running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
2nd and 10. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
56.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson off the play fake. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now goal for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mullins now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll drop the throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Jackson to throw. Buying time, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, you! Right there, 54, right there, 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Bird on the return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
Chubb fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Check. Watch it before. Watch the curve. Five. Watch the shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind.